So let me ask you something real quick. Are you dreading summer break like it's the Hunger Games, but with more sunscreen and a whole lot less sleep? Whew, girl, same. But what if I told you we don't have to just survive this summer? What if we could actually create a summer that's a little less chaotic and a lot more connected? Not perfect, not Instagram filtered or anything, but real and regulated. Today's episode is your summer thriving guide for ADHD families, but we're going to hold the Pinterest perfect BS. This is the stuff I wish someone had handed me before I tried to do 3 weeks of unstructured fun with no meds, an ADHD kiddo, and probably some sidewalk chalk that got ate. We're diving into the science, the not so obvious hacks, and the sanity saving truths that every ADHD family needs to hear before school lets out. So, whether you're driving, hiding in the bathroom, or letting your kids destroy the living room while you listen, grab your cup, mama. Let's talk about how to thrive this summer. Hey, you beautiful Chaos Commanders. Welcome back to Chaos and Caffeine, the podcast for parents who are doing the damn thing, raising neurodivergent kiddos, dodging meltdowns like emotional ninjas, and drinking cold coffee because microwaving it for the 4th time is just, too much. I'm your host, Danielle Kelly, your emotional support, non-judgmental ADHD parenting bestie. And if you guys want to know the truth about what I have been doing on this beautiful late spring morning, I was just crying over some social media posts about kiddos who were adopted and using their last name on their diploma and their stepdad tearing up. So yes, after dropping my kid off at camp this morning, I sat here and cried for 15 minutes before I came to talk to you guys. Perimenopause is a witch. So let me be a little more real with you. Summer is no joke for families like ours. First up, why summer feels so hard. Trust me, it's not just you. Let's go ahead and name it. Summer is sensory hell for a lot of our kids and for us. The routine is gone, structure, see ya, dopamine, who knows her. If your ADHD kid is bouncing off the walls, melting down more, or constantly saying, I'm bored, it's not bad behavior. It's neurology. Dr. Russell Barkley, also known as my Beyonce of ADHD parenting, explains that unstructured time is kryptonite for kids with ADHD. Our kids rely heavily on external structure because their brains have trouble creating internal order. That's executive function, baby, and it's glitchy AF in ADHD brains. When the school schedule disappears, their internal scaffolding collapses. That means meltdowns, restlessness, and my God, screen obsession, and that feral child energy. So here's the wild truth. The more unstructured time they have, the more dysregulated they feel. It's not laziness, it's a lack of external cues. So let's add this. ADHD kids also struggle with time blindness. Summer feels like one giant, never-ending blob of what now? Without micro transitions or scaffolding, their brains hit burnout so fast. A mini sidebar, what looks like laziness is often burnout in disguise. And that means we, as parents, get to be the architects of scaffolding. Not drill sergeants, homie, but guides. Let's talk about how. Section 2, anchor points, your summer secret weapon. Let me be honest. I have printed out beautiful color-coded schedules. I've laminated them. I've stickered, and then we never looked at the damn thing again. So, what actually works? Anchor points. These are predictable, repeatable parts of your day that act like neurological lighthouses. They give just enough structure without triggering the rebellion response that rigid schedules can cause in ADHD kids and sometimes parents. An example of this: morning, wake up, breakfast, meds, outdoor time. Super simple. Midday could look like lunch and an audiobook, quiet time, and screen reset. Afternoon, movement break, cold drink, creative or sensory play. Evening, dinner, wind down, bedtime routine. You do not fill the day minute by minute. You guide it with rhythm. Quick nerd break. Studies show that predictable transition lower cortisol levels in ADHD kiddos and increase cooperation. You're not just keeping the peace. You're changing their brain chemistry. I also want to add here, for preschoolers, visual schedules with photos really do work. For teens, let them create their own anchor points for buy-in. For us, set phone alarms and use Alexa to cue transitions. And pro tip, why flexible routines reduce tantrums more than rigid ones? It's felt safety and not control. Motherhood is beautiful chaos, especially when you're parenting neurodivergent kiddos. Between the meltdowns, therapy appointments, and endless to-do lists, finding a moment of calm feels impossible. Enter Apollo Neuro, the wearable that doesn't just track your stress, but actively helps you manage it. Designed by neuroscientists, it delivers gentle vibrations that signal safety to your nervous system, helping you feel calmer, more focused, and better rested. You guys know that I've been working with a therapist for about 5 years now to regulate my nervous system with not a lot of success. So I'm giving this a shot, and I think that you should too. Here are a couple of their raving 5-star reviews that are all over the internet. It's like wearing a purring cat on my wrist, soothing and grounding. Another one says, I feel more relaxed and productive throughout the day. With Apollo, you can schedule vibes throughout your day like energy and wake up in the morning or sleep and renew at night, making self-care seamless amidst the chaos. Try Apollo Neuro risk-free with their 30-day money-back guarantee with the link in the show notes, because every mom deserves a moment of calm. I remember one time we were going on a cruise and my son was about 3. And some of the best advice I got before that from a mom blog was to keep our routine about the same. Now, this was years before I knew my kid had ADHD and way before I knew that routine actually saved our lives. But we kept our day generally the same wake up, around the same breakfast time, lunch, play, bedtime, all remain around the same. And although a 3-year-old on a cruise is almost always dysregulated anyway, having the same schedule probably increased our trip fun by about 75%. Next up, we need to talk about sensory regulation, why it isn't a luxury, it's survival. You know that feeling when you've had too much noise, heat, mess, and touch all at once and your body starts screaming, "Girl, get me out." Yeah, your kids feel the same 10 times more, and their brains do not know how to fix it. Sensory overload is real. So is sensory deprivation. ADHD kids swing wildly between needing stimulation and needing retreat. So build in daily sensory breaks. These are not bonuses, they're lifelines. My go-tos: water play, yes, even just a hose or a spray bottle, crash pad or couch cushion pile, fidget baskets in every room, blanket forts and quiet sensory cocooning. My kiddo loves a living room fort. Freeze dance with headphones. Also, you may have noticed that your kiddo loves a swing. Why? Swinging calms the nervous system, and jumping off at the highest point and crashing gives them deep pressure release. We also may want to take the time to introduce zones of regulation for labeling states, such as, I think you're in the yellow zone, let's stretch it out. This will teach them how to notice their own body cues and hopefully teach them some coping skills. You can also teach Notice, normalize, nurture. Your body feels busy. That makes sense. Let's get you somewhere soft and quiet. Bonus, sensory emergency kits. Keep one in the car, one in your bag, and one in the house. Now, I did not forget about you guys during this episode creation. So here are a few regulation tips for parents. Legs straight up a wall for 5 minutes. Lavender oil and silence. Cold water and phone on airplane mode. Remember, you do not need to earn a break. You need to model one. Section 4, micro adventures equal maximum dopamine. Novelty is the ADHD brain's love language. But that doesn't mean Disney World every Tuesday. Enter micro adventures, tiny shifts that feel fresh and exciting, but that don't actually tank your energy or budget. Starter ideas, smoothies on the front lawn, glow sticks in the bathtub, night camp in the living room, a nature hunt, find a stick, a bug, and something purple, costumes at breakfast. We want to do dopamine dosing. Bite-sized novelty keeps attention, mood, and motivation up. You can also make a bucket list as a family. Let everyone contribute one weirdo idea. We also may want to teach them real-world novelty versus screen-based dopamine. Real-world equals multi-sensory and sustaining, while that quick dopamine screen hit will not last for 15 minutes. Time for my nerd break. Science says novelty activates the brain's reward center, boosting attention and motivation. Now, I know you guys love this section, product of the week. This week is a little different. These are sanity saving tools of the week. Here are 2 things saving my actual sanity this summer. First up, Aura parental controls. So I'm not Googling how to block toy unboxing videos at midnight. Aura handles it, protects their screen time, and keeps you sane. Because let's be real, we have about 90 days in our future of no school time. Screen is going to happen. Let's do it safely. Also, I put in here a premium portable play therapy kit. Sensory tools in a pouch. This thing's been to restaurants, airports, and one memorable trip to urgent care. Just for fun, I wanted to add some extras for you guys, such as visual timers so you're not screaming and yelling all summer. Noise reducing headphones, not just for your kids. There are also some apps out there that may help everyone. Chore apps with dopamine rewards, and cozy calendar or family Google Calendar with emojis so that you know what everybody's doing. We want to set the intention. The goal isn't screen free, it's screen intentional. Looking for some new toys and tools that your ADHD kiddos will love? Play Therapy Supply has you covered with a great selection of toys, games, and fidgets that can be used by ADHD children, their parents, caregivers, and professionals alike. From fidget toys that help children calm down, de-stress, and focus, to social-emotional learning resources to help kids understand their feelings and emotions, to games and activities designed to improve emotional regulation. Play Therapy Supply has it all. For thousands of items and fast and free shipping, visit playtherapysupply.com today. Next up is self-care, but we're making it neurodivergent parent friendly. Let's go ahead and kill the myth. Self-care isn't face mask and bubble baths, unless that actually regulates your nervous system. What does count? Stretching in silence. Locking yourself in the bathroom for 5 minutes. Making your own snack first. Emo playlist at full volume. Saying, I need a day off from touching. You could also put 10 2-minute resets on your fridge for you and your kiddos because co-regulation is not optional. It's a must. You can say things like, let's breathe together for 1 minute. Are you ready? Neuroscience note, regulating your nervous system helps your child co-regulate with you. Let's rewrite your summer story. Here's your permission slip, written in crayon and sealed with caffeine. You don't have to entertain your kids 24/7. Phew! You don't have to survive summer by white-knuckling it. You can actually create a summer that feels connected, calm enough, and kind to your family's brains. You are not lazy. You are not failing. You are parenting with intention in a world that was not built for our family. If your summer includes screen before breakfast, snacks every damn hour, skipping camp, and saying no to things that set your kid off, good. That's called intentional parenting. A quick recap for our ADHD brains. Anchor your days, don't overschedule. Make sensory breaks routine. Use novelty to your advantage. Prioritize your own regulation like your life depends upon it. Use the tools that save your sanity. You're not broken, you are brilliant. Chaotic, hilarious, and exhausted. Doing the most important work, raising neurodivergent kids with love and insight. So go forth and thrive, or at least survive with snacks and a sense of humor. If this episode gave you a little clarity or made you laugh through the tears, please share it with your favorite Chaos crew. And make sure to sign up for the Unfiltered ADHD Mom Advice newsletter in the show notes, because that's where I share the poop that Spotify won't let me say. Don't forget to subscribe because summer's just getting started and we're all in this together. I'll catch you guys next week on Chaos and Caffeine. Bye.